Hey everyone, it's John and Steph again, and I know it's been a while, right John?
Yep, and we took a little pause there.
That's right, yeah, went on a little vacation, nice, but now we're getting back into doing another episode, and this time we thought we'd do something a little different. We usually do either ranking albums or our top list of songs, but this time we thought it'd be nice to do our top 12 bands that we love, and yeah, anything else you want to add?
No, just an asterisk, like we always say, is that these are our top bands now. It could change, probably changed a lot in the last couple years, and being in quarantine the last year, and it'll probably change next year. Maybe we'll do an updated list and see where we're at. But this is how we're feeling in May 2021.
Yep. All right, so I'll let John start.
All right, you want me to go first? And again, we haven't shared these lists with each other. So again, our top 12 bands now. My number 12 is the Almond Brothers.
Wow, nice. Surprised. Did not expect that to be that low on your list.
That low? Wow, okay. I would say a couple of years ago, the Almonds wouldn't have even made my top 20 list. So again, it's just the last couple of years I've really gotten into them. Got to see them live a few times. Way back about 15, 20 years ago, I saw them. And again, I wasn't a huge fan when I saw them. It was just fun seeing them at the Beacon. Actually, I saw them at Woodstock too. But I saw Derek with them back in like 2004, whatever. Anyway, but they've definitely moved up my rankings now, and that's why they're number 12 on the list for me. Really gotten into them. That was our last concert, was seeing the 50th Brothers Band. Things shut down like pretty much days after we saw the Almonds 50th at MSG in March. Yeah,
that was a great show.
That was an awesome show. Yeah.
Glad we made it to that one.
Yep. All right. So who's your number 12?
So this shouldn't be surprising. I'm gonna go with Led Zeppelin.
Okay. I'm actually also surprised that they're not a little higher up on your list, but.
Well, I guess if you go in chronological order, it was Zepp who got me into classic rock, and after that, it's just been great just to get into many different bands. But I gotta say, started with Zeppelin. Of course, they have a long history of great albums. Never get tired of listening to them. Love Robert Plant's voice. So yeah, great band.
Okay, and the plagiarism and the court battles over them taking other blues singers' music, that hasn't
ruined it for me. Thankfully, no.
All right, no, hey, can't fault you. Great band. I'll agree to that. Okay, so my number 11 is Mastodon.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun when we reviewed, and we actually ranked their albums and did their top 5, but really great band. This is one of the there's maybe a few other prog metal bands on my list. I'm sure there are, but yeah, Mastodon, to me, they are just a great melding of prog and metal. Love their last album, Emperor of Sand, was just a great one, and Crack the Sky is just an epic album. Mastodon. Please say they're on your list.
Nice.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay, so they're number 11 for me.
All right, and for me, mine is The Clash.
Of course.
I don't think too surprising.
Not a surprise, no.
I've been getting into them, I think, more so in the last couple of years. I've always liked their stuff, but it's been fun to really get to know their discography, and they were such a unique band. There's some songs where I can't believe it's the same band, and that's what I love about them so much. And fun, catchy songs, but also political, and I don't think that they get enough credit for a British band who definitely was talking about the issues going on in England at the time. So yeah, check them out if you don't know them.
Okay. All right, not on my list. But, okay, number 10 shouldn't really come as much of a surprise, but some of the grandfathers of prog rock, Genesis.
Nice.
And actually, they just announced that they're coming back with a tour. I'm not too thrilled to go, but I love Genesis, the band. With Phil Collins, Peter Gabriel, can't go wrong. Amazing prog masters. So Genesis.
Cool. Nice. I'm going to go with Iron Maiden.
Okay. Again, not a surprise.
Yeah. the heaviness of the band. I can go from just kind of that eerie sound, and then just go hardcore. Just don't get tired of Bruce Dickinson's voice. These guys influenced so many bands that were to come after them, and another band I can't get tired of listening to their stuff.
All right. Again, another band not on my list, but all right. So number 9 for me, System of a Down.
Wow. Well, we have a match.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
I'm glad you have System on your list. All right, cool. System's a great band. I just heard an interview on WTF podcast. Mark Maron interviewed Surge. It's a great interview. Reminded me how political Surge is and how System really tackled a lot of the political stuff, especially like Armenian genocide and other issues even within the United States. Great band, political, hard, but very unique too, because they meld a lot of different styles in there, even Middle Eastern sounds, and I love them, and I love their humor too. I love bands that put in that little sarcastic humor. So
I agree. They rock really hard, and Surge's voice, one of the most unique voices, I gotta say, because he can go from really hard screaming to just so melodic and beautiful. Definitely great band.
All right, so they were on your list.
They were my number 9. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, so what are you up to?
8.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go with Humphreys McGee.
All right.
Shouldn't be too much of a surprise. We recently just did an episode on them. We've been getting into them, I think, like the last year and a half, and we got to see them also before the pandemic.
Right, one of our last live
which was
shows
fun.
At the Beacon. Yeah.
The Beacon, again, another unique band. These guys, I mean, they just have their own sound. And, from start to finish, you're not going to get the same kind of song. I mean, these guys just go into these, like, just crazy, like, zigzag kind of loops. And, wow, I mean, they definitely wowed me when I saw them. But
great jam band.
Yeah, great jam band indeed. And just all those guys just look like they're having a ton of fun out there. You can tell they've been together for a long time. Definitely, one of the really awesome bands right now, still out there doing their thing. So check them out.
Humphreys, and relatively new to our, liking. So awesome, great choice. All right, so I'm on my number 8, which is Tedeschi Trucks Band. So see, I'm going with the flow with the Almonds, the next generation Tedeschi Trucks with Derek and Susan, just amazing. Just their 12-piece band, or it was a 12-piece band when we last saw them. Again, one of our last concerts before everything shut down at COVID. We saw them in Jersey. Tedeschi Trucks, just the last couple years, we've really gotten into them. I love these guys. They're just awesome, and they're great jammers too. So, yeah.
Sweet, nice.
Yeah.
So my number 7 is Pink Floyd.
Okay.
I don't know how you can have your list, whether it's your top 15, top 20, and not have Floyd in there.
We have a match because I have them at 7, so you just name my next one.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
This is really eerie because we did not tell each other this list. I think Floyd, I think many could say is like the soundtrack of your life. The early stuff and The Wall. And just, of course, David Gilmour's guitar playing, one of the most iconic, I think. And, another band, cannot get tired of listening to them.
Great choice for both of us.
Yeah.
All right, so our number 7 is great. All right, now my number 6, I'm going to go back to a band you already said, Humphreys. Great band. You pretty much said it all, and just a great band. And, it was so fun doing like an introduction, like what songs we would recommend if you're just getting into Humphreys. And I think we did a pretty good job. Hopefully 1 or 2 people listened to our suggestions, but that was a lot of fun to do. Yeah, and they've got such a vast catalog because they've been around for over 20 years now. And it's just great to explore all this new Humphreys for us at least.
Yep, I agree.
All right.
So my number 6, which I was waiting to see where it was going to land for John, and I think he's going to be surprised, but the Almond Brothers, that's where
I am surprised that that's on your list at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I can say thanks to John introducing me to the Almonds. That's been fun, listening to all their discography. I did not get a chance to see them live with Greg, something I will regret for the rest of my life.
I'll take some of the blame for that, because I thought, they're always coming to the Beacon. We can wait till next time, and there was no next time.
Right, but we got to see them for the 50th anniversary, and that was great. See them with Derek, and just, wow, I mean, these guys just, that jam scene with them, I mean, they really influenced so many bands to come as well.
And Warren did great with the lead vocals on that 50th show. And of course, Derek and O'Teal. It's just a great 50th.
Definitely. I know, surprising for you.
Wow, I'm glad I'm so up there. Nice. All right, so I'm on my number 5, which would be Porcupine Tree. Yep, great prog band. Steve Wilson is just a master. Porcupine Tree is his baby, and I was lucky enough to see them once or twice live, and then we saw Steven, and that was pretty good a couple years ago. Not crazy about Steven's new solo stuff, but my God, I would love it if Porcupine Tree got back together and Steven got the guys back and did a tour. But great band, Porcupine Tree. Yep, number 5 for me.
Cool. So my number 5 is the Grateful Dead. A great band. I've actually gotten into them in the last 7 or 8 years. Still a bit of a newbie. Was not around even during the late 80s stuff. I was a baby. But it's been fun, and through the early stuff, the later, Jerry Garcia, what a voice, great guitar player. Love Bob Weir. All the guys. You just call these guys just. I mean, they never gave you the same show. Thankfully, there's YouTube, and we can see a lot of the old shows. Just what a band. I mean, these guys just went out there, gave it their all, and you can just tell what's such a great vibe, and just so many poetic songs. I think, but yeah, they're really great.
Okay, I'll hold judgment for a little while on that one. All right, so my number 4 is King's X.
Nice. They landed as my number 4 as well.
All right. Nice. All right. Another overlap. So, yeah, King's X, wasn't really into them in the 90s. But again, maybe the late 90s. So, I'm always typically a late comer to a lot of these bands. I really didn't give them a full shake. I mean, I heard, Black Flag, and I was like, this is a decent song. But then when I saw them live, probably 20 years ago, I was like, damn, these guys rock. And again, I like trios, and they're pretty amazing. Just 3 guys, and just great musicians, just funky, blues, soul. They got it all, and they're great. And my love has only grown for this band over the years, and they're so accessible. I almost am glad that they didn't really hit it big, which always surprised a lot of people. They're kind of like a musician's band, and they never really made it big. And that's just great in a selfish way, because you can meet the band after the show. You could walk up to the front stage and see them, and really, I love King's X. Yeah.
Yeah, what a sound. I mean, they have their own sound. I mean, you will always recognize them, no matter what song it is. And, from Ear Candy, and Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, love it.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be coming out with a new album. We've been waiting. It's been delayed because of COVID, but we're really hoping that it comes out soon, because I'd love to get some new King's X. And love to see him again.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Hope so. Hope so. All right.
Jerry, Ty, Doug, amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So I think you're up, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So for number 3, it's Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Again, not a surprise. Again, I'm a late comer to Pearl Jam. A little bit young when they first started out, but so glad I got to see them live. And as we did an episode on them with their we ranked their songs and albums.
That was fun.
Binaural, great album, underrated in my opinion. But yeah, I mean Eddie Vedder's voice. I mean all those guys. You know, another band that's been around for a while, and they've been together for a long time. So it's great. You know, just again, I think their music is timeless. I think I'll always enjoy listening to them.
All right, great choice. So now 3 was already said. We're gonna have some repeats here. So The Dead, again, amazing. No more needs to be said. The Dead. Now, what are you on? You're number 2?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, maybe we'll skip. I'll do 2, and then you could go to 2. Because 2 is PJ. Pearl Jam.
Nice.
I knew we have them high up there. Just amazing. Steph said it all. Incredible band. And live, they just kick some major ass. So, yeah, great band.
Cool. All right, so my number 2.
Yep.
John, of course, I know where you're going to have this band.
Okay.
Is Rush. I would say the power trio from Canada. Yeah, so when I started hanging with John and he told me about this band with just 3 guys, I did not believe him. And man, I just could not get enough of Rush. Still listen to them, and I'm so glad I got to see them 4 times. Rest in peace, Neil. The Professor. Again, I mean, they influenced so many bands to come, and those guys, they were just like crazy awesome musicians. I mean, toured so much, and you can tell why they have like such a love and from an adoration from all their fans and other musicians who just just really respect these guys, and again, they just always put out great stuff.
Well, number 2 for you, and of course number 1 for me. You just named it. They're the best band in the world. They will always be number 1 on my list. Yes, rest in peace, Neil. And 35 years going strong, Rush fan here. Seen him over 30 times. Thank God you got to see him 4 times. Those were so much fun to get to see you seeing Rush live. So, just incredible band. And there's my number 1, and I think drum roll for Steph's number 1. I pretty much think I could get this one, so I'll let you do the honors.
Well, I guess I'm giving it away with the shirt, but yes, it's Queen. For those who know me, and we did a Queen episode. Queen, to me, in my eyes, is the best. Freddie Mercury, best frontman in the world, best singer, hands down, again, my opinion. But again, besides Queen 1 and 2, I mean, they did not give you the same kind of stuff. I mean, whatever formula they had, I mean, those guys all contributed. John Deacon, underrated bassist, great songwriter, all of them songwriters. And, I mean, you could just tell from, A Night at the Opera, A Day at the Races. These guys are just incredible. And what a group of guys to get to meet and put out just such amazing music, and just how beautiful that their legacy lives on. Obviously over 2 decades that Freddie Mercury has been gone, but we miss you, Freddie. But Queen always will be my number 1.
Okay, and now I have to put forth apologies, because if you notice, Queen did not make my top 12, but they were number 13 on my list. So, and Queen will always be in my top 15. And they'll probably dip into the top 10 in the next couple years, in and out. It's just because we've gotten into some other newer bands, some jam bands, they kind of not listening to them as much, but I have to agree they're just in the top realm. And Freddie's voice, absolutely, I think the best rock vocalist of all time. Can't fault you there. Sorry they didn't make my list. And now, along with that, Queen just missed my list. I'm just going to rattle off a couple more that's in my top 20. Rage Against the Machine. Of course, the Beatles, the Who, Yes, and I'm going to mention Coheed and Cambria. They've kind of dropped down my list through the years, in the last 10 years, but still a great band.
Yep, and I'm going to say Black Sabbath.
Of course, okay, great one. Yeah.
You know what? I've actually been getting more into ELO lately. Don't know, like I just again. Again, I'm still a newbie. Yeah, John said yes. So many bands. And again, this is just what we feel right now, and this is what's so great about music. It's ever changing what you love, and again, like once I heard Queen, that was it for me. So it's just always so much fun, and we'll see you guys next time then.
Yeah, but real quick, how many matches do we have? Let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
9. We had 9 out of the 12 matches. Wow. Not a surprise.
Yeah, I agree. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Cool.
All right. Take care.
Take care.